So I wanted to hop on here and share something a little bit more vulnerable, which is something I really enjoy doing, but also very scared to do. And what I'm about to share is also what the reason why I'm sharing is also because I want to be held accountable for making this decision and for moving forward and following through with it. So here goes. I've been in this current job slash business situation for 15 years. And I guess just by using these words, you can tell that it's something that I have struggled with. On the one hand, it is an incredible opportunity to run a nationally known brand, a very well known brand in Canada, in the country that I live in. And on the other hand, it's not something that my heart sings for. And if you're wondering why the hell do you need to have a job where your heart sings, metaphorically, okay, I want to do something that is fulfilling for me. I want to do something that I am naturally gifted to do, meaning some of the things that I truly enjoy doing, such as connecting with people deeply, one on one, connecting with um, audiences on a very vulnerable, on a deeper, in a deeper way, talking about relationships, talking about self-esteem, talking about anything to do with the human condition, spirituality, talking about all these things that I find extremely fascinating and extremely important and very, very abstract. Whereas the things that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis is administrative, is logistical, is sales, is running an entire company, and is very concrete, right? Based in numbers and getting things done. And so while I'm able to do it, you know, that saying just because you can doesn't mean you should. And part of me feels extremely selfish to want to do something when I already have something that a lot of people probably would be very eager to have, to be in my place, which is the opportunity to have a partnership in this company, in this brand. And that's exactly what I've been working towards for the last 15 years of my life. And that's exactly something that I've always dreamt about, which is to have ownership of my own business, right? Now, I didn't start off this business as part of the investing equity aspect of it. I didn't invest any money into it. I did invest my sweat, tears, and all my 20s and essentially 30s into this business. I, did not spend a lot of time with my friends. I barely went on any vacations. I think I went on like 2 vacations. Um, and I put in a lot of my weekends, my evenings into it. And so the reason why I didn't leave for so many years is because I really felt like it's a major loss. It's a major loss because there's so much investment that went in, right? And so a part of me definitely have held on to the fact that it's like the sunk cost. There's so much loss there if I leave now. But, and this is something that I've been learning and relearning for many years, which is the fact that I could either see the world in 2 ways. One way is the world is in control of me, right? Which is the fact that I have to think about the economy is like this, the fact that I am of a certain age, the fact that, I should be running this business because I have equity built in, because if I leave, I would be leaving with nothing, that I didn't even finish university. What am I going to do for the rest of my life, right? How am I going to take care of my parents? And then there's the other path of trusting. And being the person that I am, raised in an Asian family, raised with the mindset of, the Asian mindset, it is very difficult to trust in the universe, to trust in the divine, to trust in the unknown, right? And actually to trust myself. That's what it all comes down to, is to trust. What do I trust in? Because in my heart, what has been the inkling, I call it the whispers, the whisper in your heart. What is it telling you? And I've had this whisper so many years. But the thing about it is that it's not a hurricane, right? It's a whisper. And so it is extremely easy to not only not listen to it, but to not hear it, but it is extremely easy to ignore. And so I've been ignoring this whisper because the whisper has no logic. The whisper has no plan. The whisper has no guarantees. But what the whisper is this deep, deep, deep knowing. And what I have to do with the whisper is to trust it and to let it lead me into a life that could potentially be filled with fulfillment, peace, joy, knowing that I'm on the right path because it is giving my heart the peace that it's searching for. And so for many years, I was like straddling between maybe I can have both. Maybe, as I'm building this business, I'm also going to continue to feed that aspect of myself, which needs to learn and understand human psychology, interpersonal relationships. And I'm grateful that I have been feeding that aspect of myself and learning so much. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, I can go down this career path, be financially stable, financially free, have the accolades, have the recognition, have the security, right? Have all the things, the worldly things that I need to feel secure on paper. And at the same time, or more so likely like after that, I can express who I am. I can express the things that brings my heart to life. I can, work with people one-on-one. I can do the coaching. I can do the seminars. I can do the things that really bring me joy. And it's scary, but I think it's who I'm meant to be. It's this expression that I have to express. And so I thought, okay, I can do both. But it brings a lot of burnout. Yeah. When and it's a whole different video, but it's like when you're not doing when you're just going each day, a lot of times, moving forward each day, and it's kind of like I'm waiting for my life to happen. That's what it's been feeling like. It's kind of like, well, one day my life will start. I know that sounds ridiculous, but maybe someone out there can understand where I'm coming from. But it really does. It really feels like I'm just going through the motion. And I'm really tired of doing that. And so it is the most inopportune, but I can say that at any time, but the most inopportune moment for me to leave, in the sense of I am so close to everything I've wanted in this career path, right? And I definitely shouldn't be leaving now due to various circumstances. But I'm learning truly how to start telling the truth. I heard something today that really resonated with me. And I'm really hoping to find it so that I can share with you. Okay, here it is. It says, the world becomes a safe place by your own honesty. When you're able to tell the truth, then that's when you make the world a safe place. Okay. I don't feel like the world is a safe place because I don't trust the world, and I don't trust myself a lot of times. I trust what I have right now, which doesn't bring me the fulfillment and joy, but it brings me the financial stability. So that's what I trust, right? Which is the income that I get every month. But the thing is, I'm afraid to leave it to follow my dreams because I don't trust that I have the ability to get my dreams, to achieve them. I don't trust the world enough to respond back and help me achieve that dream. And it's not until I start telling the truth of who I really am and what I really want, it's not until I start telling the truth will I start actually feeling safe in the world. And that's a whole new concept to me, because I think a lot of times we, especially those of us who are people pleasers, especially those of us who have, I don't know, maybe a more sensitive heart, however you call it, we become actually manipulators. We become these sort of undercover manipulators because we want to please other people. And so what that is we're manipulating the situation, because you can't please everybody. You have to allow people to not be pleased. That's their right. And so I've been pleasing the individuals in my life whom I think are trying to help me, which they really are. But the things that I want to do are not actually what I want to do. And so they think I'm allowing them to help me. So they think they're helping me in truth, right? But this interaction isn't true, because I'm not being truthful to myself and to them about what I actually want, because I'm living in fear. I'm so scared of not being able to be successful down this path of what my heart is truly wanting. And so it is the biggest leap of faith to go down this path, which has currently, it's not paved, right? There's not really many plans. And I'm not advocating for no planning, but I'm just saying this path right now doesn't have any plans, but I really want to go down it. And so I need to start telling the truth to myself about what I really want. And I need to start telling the truth to those around me, because their lives are involved with me. In my career, for example, I need to express truly how miserable I am, and then make that very, very fearful decision, fear-filled decision to move forward and do what it is that I've always wanted to do, or for many years I have. So here's me just sharing with you where I'm at. And, you're welcome to come on this journey with me. And I welcome your feedback. Yeah, it's a bold claim. Give me your feedback. I love to hear it. Well, I do want to hear your story, though. I want to hear if you've been through what I'm going through, and if you're going through right now what I'm going through. I'm not as fearful as I used to be. And I'm extremely grateful for that, even though now I have even more financial obligations. I don't know, 10 years ago, I was still living at home. All I had to do was pay part of my rent, and really nothing else that demanded that much financial needs. Is that how you say it? But now I have, to pay my mortgage. I have to, pay for the lease of my car. And at the same time, I realize that there are other blessings that I see as curses, such as I'm still single, right? I still want to get married. I still want a family. I don't have that. But the blessing in that is, because I don't have a family, I only have me to take care of. And so even if I end up living under a bridge, that's okay. And I stopped thinking about life being like I have to set these goals and meet them, or else I am not ahead, or else I'm not meeting everybody else's standard, or else, like, look at what everybody else would think of me if I don't reach a certain goal at a certain age. I'm starting to shed those layers, because all I really want to do is just be real, is just be truthful to my heart, be truthful to myself, and hopefully the universe will catch me. It's a ridiculous thing to believe in if you come from an Asian family. But here we are. Through all the pain of the past 15 years and the denying of that whisper in my heart, I want to listen to it and take the biggest risk right now for me personally and see where it takes me. That's what I want to share with you today.